Welcome. On behalf of the President of Riverside Military Academy, Dr. James H. Benson, Colonel, United States Marine Corps retired, our Board of Trustees, and the Corps of Cadets, we welcome you to Riverside Military Academy's ROC Recognition Parade. ROC is an acronym for Recruit on Campus. The highlight of this afternoon's review will be the ceremonial joining of the Academy's ROCs to the Corps of Cadets. This event signifies the successful completion of the ROC training cycle, which began on the 12th of August and recognizes the promotion of these recruits to the rank of cadet. I am Cadet Sergeant First Class Jake Wiener from Miami, Florida. A special welcome is extended to family members of the ROCs joining us in Gainesville today. While the marching units are making their way onto the field, I'll briefly describe the historical background associated with some of the movements and activities you will observe this afternoon. The tradition of parading troops can be traced back to the time of Alexander the Great. In general, drill procedures and movements on the parade field were identical to the tactical maneuvers employed on the battlefield. The tradition of United States military reviews and parades began at Valley Forge, Pennsylvania. At that time, brigades of soldiers were formed in order of battle. Modern-day ceremonies are conducted to render honors, preserve tradition, and foster esprit de corps. Parades were originally the working formation of the Army, which began and ended each day, whereas the reviews were formal dress occasions. The review you will see today is a continuation of a 200-year-old tradition and does not differ greatly from the parade sequence outlined in Baron von Steuben's Blue Book and as practiced by the American Revolutionary War soldiers. It is interesting to note that the Riverside Military Academy Cadet Regulations Codebook is still published with a royal blue cover and to this day is referred to as the Blue Book. Today's parade consists of the RMA Fusiliers performing as the advance guard to the column of companies. The presence of band company represents a significant role that the fife, drum, and bugle have played throughout the history for signaling both in garrison and on the battlefield. The location of the colors at the center of the formation represents their presence at the forefront of regiments and squadrons during the heat of battle. The color guard of the Corps of Cadets includes, in order from your left to right, the national colors, the Georgia state flag, and the flag of the Riverside Military Academy Corps of Cadets.
The adjutant is positioning himself on the field, midway between the cadets and the commander of troops, to receive reports from each company commander.
The battalion adjutant will direct the Academy's band to sound off. The band will now execute a left turn. band will now execute the counter column.
The procedure you are now seeing was once used by commanders to meet with their subordinate leaders. The colors mark the location of the headquarters. The headquarters is also the traditional location of the unit commander. For this reason, the unit colors are accompanying the unit leaders. In earlier ceremonies, once all had assembled, the commander would pass instructions to his subordinates. This meeting also gave the commander the opportunity to relay messages and other information that he did not think appropriate for the rank and file to hear. Please rise and join the corps in rendering honors to our nation as the Riverside Military Academy band plays the national anthem.
But the parades certainly demonstrate exactness, precision, dedication, commitment, and a fine corps of young men. I cannot tell you how proud I am of them today. And I know, and I wrote in my blog this morning, which some of you may have read, that I can tell how well they're doing by simply observing the attitudes and demeanors of the faculty and the attacks. And it has been very high lately. And that is indicative of this corps. All of them who started with us are still here. Some may not quite get out of the ROC cycle today, but most will. And it is a demanding 30 days. You know, we often consider leaders as CEOs and politicians and, of course, teachers, but sometimes we overlook those who lead bands. And I can tell you, I don't know anywhere that there takes more leadership than the position and the teaching associated with leading a band of any kind. You know, 20 months ago, we couldn't play and march at the same time. Even last May, there had not been a sound off here in I don't know how many years. And here we are in the third week of September, and Miss Wilson's band has already done the sound off. They've been together 3 weeks. Please give them a hand. Will you please? And as we prepare for the pass and review, and you have seen the manual of arms, something I've fretted about since Wednesday when we had a horrible practice. But thanks to the Commandant staff and Sergeant Major Chandler's staff and Sergeant Major Sosa and Tax and so forth, I think you're going to be very pleased when they finish their parade today. I went up there and I watched them prepare, watched them pick at each other and advise and counsel each other. And I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever they're ready to perform. This is a fine bunch. We're proud of them. I know that you are proud of them. I will put them up with any military college preparatory school in the country right now. And I think you will agree with me. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
The battalion commander, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Turner Dowling from Key West, Florida, accompanied by the staff, will take direct command of the Corps of Cadets and execute a pass and review. The Riverside Fusiliers is commanded by Cadet Lieutenant Robinson Whitaker from Columbus, Georgia.
Eyes right! The battalion's back is led by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Turner Dowling.
Band Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Avery E. Banks from Grand Cayman, Cayman Islands. The Band Company Drum Major is Cadet First Sergeant Jun-Ho Lee from Seoul, South Korea. Alpha Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Michael Andrews from Panama City, Panama. Bravo Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Adam Bashir from Selma, Alabama. Charlie Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Mitchell LaValle from Sandy Springs, Georgia. The Color Guard is led by Cadet Lieutenant Miguel Pena from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Delta Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Dong Won Kim from Ulsan, South Korea. Echo Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Kieran Kaiser from Snellville, Georgia. Foxtrot Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Brandon Devado Noonan from Boulder, Colorado. Golf Company is commanded by Cadet Captain Victor Salcido from Durango, Mexico. Please rise as the Riverside Military Academy Band will now play America the Beautiful in honor of our fallen heroes who perished during the attack on our country, September 11th, 10 years ago.
Ladies and gentlemen, please wait until Colonel Benson critiques the battalion commander and his staff on the performance of the Corps of Cadets.
Rise!